Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Down to the 25.
Christian McCaffrey.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Tackled at the
oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Check, 59. Watch the run. 59's Mike. Check.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
You don't want no problems with me.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Wide, get wide. Easy, quiver. Check Mike 21. Watch the slant. Watch the deuce.
From the gun, it's Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action. Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Corey Peters there to bring him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 7 from the 20. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and long.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Brings up 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 46. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a... Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. 20. 10.
I think that was great effort and great execution all the way around. They blocked the kick, and then they formed the line to make sure they can return it, and no penalties. What a great job.
Yeah, almost took it in for 6, and now they're in excellent position, 1st and goal. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Murray now to throw, sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray, he's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This one caught by Isabella. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
The no-fly zone certainly not existing on this drive. They've had no trouble moving the ball through the air. Back-to-back big-time completions. So now if you're a defense, what adjustments are you going to make to try and keep them out of the end zone?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll roll him out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And his pass, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Murray to give. This is Drake. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
They'll try and pound it in with drink. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Panthers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Phillips in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Play fake. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
It brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Panthers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check, 59.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that Johnny D. Don't let him breathe.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Switch.
Bridgewater to throw it. Past the 20. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
Let's go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And able to find Kirk complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater.
And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Murray to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And only a yard this this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. Check.
On second down, it's Drake. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This way, coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, check.
On first down, Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They stay on the ground with Drake. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. A quick toss outright, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez.
A 28-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
17.
They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And all the way down to the 39.
Bridgewater's pass.
A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the slant. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Today's final score, Cardinals 17, Panthers 14.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check 31, check 31.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th.